Number 13, Oregon is a 6.5-point road favorite at Texas Tech. Game has an over-under of 66.5 points, projecting a good old-fashioned shootout in Lubbock. This game kicks off at 7 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Texas Tech jumped out to a 17-0 lead. The laying the point to attack on the road was looking really, really good. And then they gave up 20 straight points. They had a total of 6 offensive plays in the middle 8. Wyoming had 18 for reference there. They were unable to get a single interception on 3 turnover-worthy throws from Andrew Peasley, and they made him look absolutely surgical. Peasley, not that great of a quarterback, although I do have to give a hat tip. That last throw for the tying touchdown was genuinely excellent, like unbelievable. I'm sorry, the winning touchdown, genuinely excellent there. But Texas Tech had an 83% post-game win expectancy. Come on, guys. What are we doing? Why are we going on the road to Laramie and laying games like this? I asked this last week, even though I was laying the points to the Red Raiders. I mean, shoot, what are we doing? Lubbock, though, it is a difficult place to play after dark. Oregon's coming from Autzen, so they have their own home field advantage that they know and that they're comfortable with, but Lubbock is a darn difficult place to play, especially when you're talking about at night here. I wouldn't take too much stake in that loss to Wyoming. I think it was a look-ahead spot. It's a weird place to play. Just all those things. Oregon on the other side dropped 81 on Portland State. Come on, guys. Just they were handing the ball off, and Portland State couldn't do anything about it. That is a 65th ranked FCS team if you're talking numbers here. If Texas Tech's defense made Andrew Peasley look pretty good, again, he finished top 30% in EPA per dropback last week, then I fear what Bo Nix is going to be able to do in this game. Better pass catchers, of course, a Heisman candidate, much better player. Tech did pretty well at the line of scrimmage. They did stop 15 Wyoming runs at 2 yards or fewer. But there's a lot more speed and depth and health from Oregon. You're talking Bucky Brooks, maybe the best running back in the Pac-12, one of the highest graded from last year. The backup, Noah Whittington, who is a really talented kid from Western Kentucky. He missed last week, but he should be good to go this week. So, better opponent. It was a letdown spot last week. What do you make of this game?
Yeah, admittedly, this game lost some luster after Texas Tech was surprised by Wyoming in overtime last week in Laramie, as you talked about there. I now have Oregon minus 9.5, which is a 76% win expectancy. Oregon's up nearly 5 points after throttling Portland State 81-7 in Eugene last week, as you mentioned. They're now number 9 in my power ratings. Not much movement to the offense or defensive ranks. The offense is still top 10. The defense is still mid-40s. There should be a lot of offense in this game. But the difference for me is the Oregon offense, the best unit on the field, against the Texas Tech defense, now the worst unit on the field, ranking in the mid-70s. The Tech loss to Wyoming last week was among the biggest surprises of the week for me. Yes, it was on the road. Yes, I always say playing on the road is the hardest thing to do in college football. But man, with an 82% win expectancy going in, I really thought the Red Raiders were going to get it done. I know you did too, Brett, talking about what you had on the line there. Instead, they're down more than 2 points in the ratings. They fell from number 22 to number 34 in the rankings. Offense held steady right at number 23, but the defense dropped from 61 to 74. I was not impressed with this Texas Tech defense, and that was the side of the ball that I had the most questions about anyway. So that, to me, as I mentioned, it's going to be the key to the game here as they face Oregon's number 6 projected offense. Texas Tech should be focused after the wake-up call in week 1. It really wasn't a wake-up call. I mean, you got beat. You're awake. Holy cow, what's going on? Can't happen again. The game's in Lubbock. These fans should be amped up to help the team avoid an 0-2 start. I just don't know if it's going to be enough. This was a sexy pick for a lot in the Big 12. It was a sleeper pick in the Big 12. A lot of hype around this team. It is not the start to the season they expected. I don't think this is the week they get it turned around, though. Bottom line, I have Oregon minus 9.5 on the road, which equates to a 76% win expectancy for the Ducks.
Yeah, my aggregated power ratings still like Texas Tech quite a bit. I think this is a bounce-back spot, but not one where they bounce back and can easily secure a win to get back on track. I think it's one where we're going to look at them and say, okay, they looked a lot better this week. They played hard. They played tough at home. But, yeah, you said it. I think they really cost themselves losing to Wyoming there. Bad start to be 0-2. I lean Oregon. If it's under 7 points, I'd probably take Texas Tech above 7 points. The home environment, seriously underrated here. It's going to be a very, very difficult place to play.